What a morning. It looks like islands in the water back there. Wow. Good morning from day 51. This area off the parkway is so pretty. I'm loving this. So I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and decided I'm tired of hiking in the dark. So I waited till 5:30 to start packing up. And by 6 o'clock it was light enough to see without a headlamp. So I was out of the shelter, hiked a quarter mile back to the AT and got my day started. And last night ended up getting down to a low of 38, but I did fine. My 40-degree sleeping bag and my fleece pants helped, so I did totally fine last night. Tonight's supposed to be a few degrees warmer, so that's even better. Today, I'm not sure where I'm going. I have two ideas. One is to go 18.4, and the other is, I think, 23.9, which, you know, I've done 24-mile days quite a few times at this point now, but that's not the reason I'm hesitating. This would be my hardest day on trail yet for elevation gain. There are some huge climbs coming up, and the elevation gain would be over 7,100 feet. That's crazy. The most I've done so far was a little over 6,600. So, so at the very least, I want to get to the other shelter, the 18.4. But that's after one of the biggest climbs of the day. So if I'm feeling good at that point, I might as well continue, even though there's a lot more climbing. But playing it by ear, let you guys know. Along the parkway has so many pretty flowers, and they're in so many shades of colors too. And it's just so pretty. That's a little bit of a bummer. A fog has rolled in at Mills Gap and I have no views. But I see a trash can over there. Guess who's using it? I almost forgot to mention that I got a great night's sleep on my new sleeping pad. It did not deflate at all last night. I woke up this morning and it was just as inflated as it was when I went to bed. Just how it should be. So that was the best gift ever. I am thoroughly enjoying it and can't wait to get another good night's sleep on it tonight. What a view I've got. Oh, it's so cool. The views this morning are so cool with all these clouds down below. Check out this guy. He's so cool. is such a perfect day. The air is crisp, but not too cold. I finally took my puffy off, and the sun and the birds. It's just beautiful out here today. These days just make me so happy. I wish we could have every day like this, but if we did, then we wouldn't appreciate them as much, would we? I made it to the top of this climb, one of the big climbs of the day, but not the biggest. It was about 1,100 and some feet, and as soon as you get to the top, you go right back down almost 1,000 feet. That's what we do here on the AT. We go up to the top and go back down to the bottom and then repeat. So I was gonna have lunch here up at the top. It's this nice little clearing area, but there is a shelter that's roughly 2.2 from the top here that I was reading on Guthook is one of the largest on the AT. It's like, I think it's called the Bryant Ridge Shelter, and it's a double decker, and it looked really cool in the photo. So, oh, hold on. Look at this guy. He just ran across the trail right in front of me. How cool. Sorry, so, as I was saying, what was I saying? I get distracted by the little creatures. The shelter. So it's about 2.2 miles, and I'm really hungry. My stomach has been rumbling, but I really want to go eat at that shelter rather than just sitting up at the top here with nothing here. And, you know, check it out. Give myself time to rest my feet. But another one? No, I don't know. These things just run out in front of me. Alright, I'll talk to you guys at the trail. Made it to the shelter. Oh, let's see. Oh, very cool. And then there's a loft up there. Okay, I'm gonna fuel up before this next climb because I have a 2,500 foot climb coming up as soon as I leave this shelter. So I gotta fuel on up. I made it to the top of Floyd Mountain. Woo! Oh my gosh. That was a climb, let me tell you. Whew. But that means the hardest climb of my day is done. However, I still have 6 more miles to go to my shelter, and I still have some more climbing to do. I know there's one climb of another like 1,000 feet, but compared to what I just went up, that'll be nothing. Oh. And good news, my shoes are being out for delivery today at the hostel in Glasgow, so that means I can actually get there a day earlier. I was going to get there on Wednesday, but now I can get there tomorrow, and so that works for me because then I'll get new shoes earlier. So I contacted Stanimals, and they have 1 bunk left, so for tomorrow, so I grabbed it. That is awesome. Alright, I'll catch you up the trail. I think you officially know you made hiker trash status when you're eating oatmeal cream pie and you drop it and it rolls several feet down the mountainside and lands in a bunch of plants, and you go down there and get it and it's covered in dirt and you still eat it anyway. I'm not letting that cream pie go. Let's go check it out.
But we got more miles to do. We do. So how far are you going today?
Thunder Hill. I was in contact with the guy from the hostel that I'm going to be going to tomorrow. and he wants to know an estimated time of pickup at the road crossing, because the last 4 miles of the trail, there's no service. There's also no service at the actual road. So he says, give me an estimated time, and then when you get 4 miles out, update me tomorrow. So I told him later than I thought I'd get there, just to have a cushion. I told him 12:30, and he texted me back and said they have a car coming there at 1 to pick people up, so try and adjust my schedule to fit that. I said, okay, I can try, but I'm not going to adjust my schedule. I'm just going to get there when I get there, and if that means earlier, then I'm going to try to contact him when I'm 4 miles out. If I find I'm going to get there at like 11 or something, I'm going to call them and see if they can do a special pickup. If not, I will get there when I get there. I will try to hitch a ride in, and if I can't manage to hitch in before then, I'll just sit there and wait till 1 when they pick everybody else up. But hopefully he can come pick me up when I get there, or I can get a hitch in. But I'm so excited. It's actually only been gonna be, 3 days out from, well, 4 days, I guess, from my last day, but I had the shoes delivered there, so that's why I'm going. Otherwise, I would have just bypassed it altogether. But it'll be nice. I look forward to it. And I'm less than 3.5 miles from the shelter now. It's a good day. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm gonna breathe hard. I'm going uphill. My last 1,000-foot climb before camp. But, yeah, I ran into some feisty older people today. 2 different people. One was this couple, and the lady, they were asking about my start date, and then they told me they started in February. And the lady basically implied that if you're hiking bigger mile days, you're not actually enjoying your hike, and that's why they are only doing 14 miles a day. And I just told her, I said, well, as long as you're enjoying your hike, that's all that matters. I'm thinking, hike your own hike, lady. I know I'm enjoying myself out here, and I'm not doing 14-mile days, but, then this other guy, older gentleman, apparently doesn't understand how to use gut hook, and he was only looking at his elevation profile, not the actual map. And I made a comment about how I like that the hostel picks you up at the road crossing so that we don't have to try to hitch in or whatever. He goes, well, you don't need a ride. The trail goes right through town. I said, no, it doesn't. He's like, yes, it does. I said, no, it doesn't. It's like, it's about 6 miles off the trail. He's like, no, it's not. I was like, yes, it is. He goes, you're wrong. And I'm like, you can look it up if you want. And so he grabs out his phone and he pulls up gut hook and he's looking in the elevation profile. He's like, you're thinking of Lynchburg. I'm like, no, I'm not. And he's like, well, it goes right through town. I don't know what you're looking at. And I said, I pulled up my AWOL guidebook and I said, see, AWOL says 5.9 miles. And he says, I don't go based off AWOL. They never update that book. Actually, it's updated every single year. And then I said, well, here's Google Maps. And I pulled up Google Maps and showed him where the trail was and showed him where Glasgow was. And he's like, that's not right. Gut hook says it goes right through town. I'm like, no, it doesn't. So I was just like, okay, I'll leave you guys be. And he's like, well, I'm gonna have to figure this out. And I was like, okay. But it's like, what is going on this afternoon? Well, I'm getting a lot closer to camp, but this is definitely a big climb, so I will talk to you guys when I get there. I just ran into 3 lovely trail maintainers. They were weed whacking the trail. Oh, I said thank you to them because, man, some of this trail can get really overgrown. And the first thing I think about is ticks. So, I stopped and talked with them for quite a while. Very wonderful people. And actually, 2 of them have done quite a bit of hiking all over, including Michigan. It sounds like they've done more hiking in Michigan than I have. And I'm from Michigan. But, very neat. I am now, I think, like 1.7 miles from the shelter. Almost done for my day. I made it up Apple Orchard Mountain. Look at that view. So pretty. And that big ball you see is a weather radar station. And look at the moon. Here, hold on. The moon's out. It looks so funny. It looks like a giant soccer ball. I am only 1 mile from the shelter, and it's only 3:50. I got started at 6 o'clock this morning, and I've taken breaks. I've stopped and talked with people. I mean, I've gone, looked at the overlook and sat there for a while. And by the time I get there in 1 mile, I will have done an elevation gain of 7,149 feet. The biggest I've done yet. And I'm feeling so proud of myself right now because it's not even 4 o'clock and I'm almost there. So I'm going to get there just after 4. And 24 miles, guys. I'm just, wow. I'm proud of myself today. I did so well. And my feet have held up. I mean, they're hurting, but they're not as bad as they've been. It is such a wonderful thing. And I'm going to use my cork ball to massage them out when I get there. And I did it at lunch today, too. So I just feel strong. I feel strong, and it's a great feeling to feel that way. Happy days. Look what I've come across. It's the guillotine. Oh, man. It's another one of those famous things you see in every hiker's videos. And, oh, that's a big rock. You would not want that to fall on your head. Obviously why it's called the guillotine. Let me turn on. Show you from this angle. Wow. Very neat. I am done with my day. I am at the shelter. I ate, refilled my water, and I'm ready for bed. But I gotta do some editing of these videos. I'm going into town tomorrow, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna go to this Italian place and they have pizza and subs and stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm debating between a sub and pizza, but who knows? Maybe I'll get both. Alright, I will talk to you guys in the morning.